Hey guys, it's Mark Updegraph. Just logging on today to talk a little bit about consistency in your messaging and what it's like to really commit to something and to burn the boats. So as you might know, for years and years and years, I've been doing real estate sales. I've been an active broker, leading a team of agents and kind of mentoring them on the way that I learned how to do sales. Which was pretty out of the norm. I didn't have a mentor coming into the sales side, so I pretty much just built up my business based on intuition and based on results. So the one thing that I've learned throughout the years is that consistency is really key to anything. So fast forward to today, where I'm getting involved in the passive real estate space and raising money for passive investments. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, how there's a lot of similarities between what I have been doing and what I will be doing moving forward. In that, a lot of times people would come to me and they would be looking for an investment property, and I pretty much took them full cycle on these deals as a broker, earning a commission on the sale, but providing a lot more value than just somebody that was in their fiduciary obligation to get them a really good price, but more as a mentor, somebody that's invested in real estate property, is an active investor, and somebody that currently manages a bunch of assets and has a lot of experience just in the trenches and figuring stuff out. And then holding their hand through the property management process, and ultimately to either disposition, or in most cases these people are still holding the assets that they've purchased years ago with me. So there are a lot of similarities, but one of the unique advantages to getting into a passive investment is where you can start to work on economies of scale, right? So if you're getting into the real estate space as an active investor and you're looking for that one-off, maybe single family rental or Airbnb or multifamily, or even if you've got a little more capital and you're looking for, a higher unit count multifamily, it still doesn't really operate the same way as a passive investment can when we get to economies of scale, when we're talking about, hundreds of units at a time versus, maybe 10 or 20 units or less. And the main driving reason is that the lending terms are a lot different when you get into the world of, commercial real estate investing. A lot of these deals will be structured with interest only loans, meaning that the principal component won't have to be taken out of your monthly nut, right? So we're able to purchase assets that we wouldn't be able to purchase if we were getting a loan that had a principal component tied to it. It would just crush the cash flow. So a lot of these bigger deals, they are going to be value add type plays, or they're going to bank on some appreciation component. They're typically in the 3 to 7 year turnaround time. They can be bought distressed, or they could be bought performing, or they could be bought at any mix between. So really the operator goes in and they've got a really good track record, and they've got a really good plan on how they're going to improve the value of your asset over time and get you an even better rate than you could achieve if you were to go the more active route, or even the quote passive route, where you invest in real estate and then hire a manager. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong when you invest on a smaller scale. The margins are so tight that any kind of hiccup in your property could cause a huge financial problem that you may or may not be able to weather. So I really like passive investing for that reason. I encourage a lot of my investors who have been more active in the space to consider getting into the passive side. We can see IRRs that are much higher on products that are in safer, more stabilized, income growth areas. So I think it makes a lot of sense for people to get involved in the passive side versus the active side. But again, I'm happy to help you guys in any way. I've got a lot of experience on the active side, and I'd love to dive in deeper to some of that, as well as get into the more passive side of things as well. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.